Come on guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, a few days ago, I did a story involving this man right here. This guy right here is out of Sacramento, California. Shout out Sacramento. This guy's name is Jason Warren, age 54. This guy is locked up, has been locked up, and is presently locked up, which in locked up means the same thing. This guy was locked up because he took his 7-year-old granddaughter to a bar, dropped her off at a homeless woman that was waiting outside, just sitting outside. He didn't know her, paid the woman $20 to watch his granddaughter while he went into the bar. He stayed in there 4 hours. When he came out, she wasn't there, of course. Now, this story had a good ending, and those that watched it before should know what happened, but those that are new, you got to see this to believe this. They interviewed this guy behind glass in jail, and some of the stuff come out this man's mouth is beyond belief of why he did what he did. And there are some people that just float through life like jellyfish on a current. Free spirited individuals, or whatever you want to call it, people that fly by the seat of their pants. And at his age, I don't even know how he survived with the excuses he gave today about why a 7-year-old girl was left with a complete homeless stranger and why he thought it was a good idea. Take a look at this and we'll come back and get on it.
Story, and people that heard it, including the sheriff's office who shared it with us, said this could have ended very badly. But the woman that you're about to meet, well, the sheriff's office is calling her a guardian angel. So, Jason, it was 4 hours.
4 hours? I was there.
We spoke with 54-year-old Jason Warren, the grandfather who remains in jail for child endangerment after leaving his 7-year-old granddaughter, Kalea, with a total stranger for 4 hours Monday night.
I was kind of like, okay, that's, a big thing. You don't really know who I am, but I knew that she would be safe with me.
34-year-old Lauren Jope is the woman who helped watch Kalea.
She wasn't scared at all. It seemed like maybe it was something that's happened before.
It was about 28 to 30 years. I could tell by her character that she was like a decent person. I trusted her like I would trust my sister or my cousin.
A lot of bad things could have happened, right?
I thought about it the whole time, but I trust God. God is not going to leave me in some place where He can't help me.
Jason says he pulled into the parking lot of the Cinders bar along Auburn Boulevard when his car started to have problems. He said he thought he could use the phone inside the bar because his cell phone was dead, but he knew he couldn't take his granddaughter inside. That's when he asked Lauren for help. During their time together, Lauren says she took Kalea to the thrift store to get some clothes.
So when they actually walked in the door, she looked so comfortable with the lady, they were just talking. She looked so excited to be in here. Her smile was so big.
They got ice cream, and Lauren also showed Kalea her dog at the encampment where she was staying.
She's a really nice little kid.
And this lady comes in just out of nowhere, and really, for lack of a better term, she's a guardian angel, came out of nowhere, takes care of her for 4 hours.
Is it my fault for leaving my granddaughter with a guardian angel?
Would you do it again?
Yes, I would. I didn't do anything wrong last night. Everything I did, I consulted God about. And I said, it's your will, God, not my will. Let your will be done. You put this lady in my path so that I can have someone to watch my granddaughter.
Now, that grandfather asked us to go to his granddaughter. She's being cared for by an aunt. We did go to the aunt's house, but neither one of them were home. Jason is, by the way, going to be arraigned on charges tomorrow.
Guys, there you see the head scratching testimony of the reason why Mr. Jason Warren, a 54-year-old man that gives off some of the stupidest vibes I've ever seen. This guy right here is a village idiot. He is. None of that stuff he made sense. And you could tell he was up there talking and trying to act like, he didn't do nothing wrong. And if he thinks like that, that makes this all the worse. Looking at this whole thing in a nutshell, you left your child, your grandchild, with a complete stranger. Talking about you was going to go use the phone where you went in there and got drunk for 4 hours. And this lady had to watch this baby for 4 hours on $20. And she was a complete stranger. And your only excuse is, oh, I trusted in God. I seen her and I trusted her like she was a relative. She looked like she was in her 20s and 30s. And I trusted her like I would a sister or a cousin. What kind of rational thinking is that? Did you hear what else he said? Oh, God wouldn't put me in a position where I'm in a position where he can't handle it. Okay. Tell that to all of those children that are molested and beat up and abused and stuff in positions that they have no choice in being. Tell that to them. Tell that to your daughter if this girl, Lauren Joke, and shout out to her, 34 years old, was a maniac or had ill intentions. That ain't got nothing to do with God because you turned her over to this woman if she was a wolf. She could have did whatever she wanted. The woman, now they does it clear up, the woman took her to the homeless camp to see the dog and the feeder. That's what it was about. Now, in the other video, they said the helicopter, a police helicopter, whatever, was going around hollering the girl's name from a megaphone, and people were running around screaming the girl's name. That's how the homeless lady heard to bring her back and know this guy was out of the bar. Did you hear him? I was in the bar for 4 hours. Just that alone, I'd give him 10 years in prison. How, irresponsible can you be? You said you had car trouble. You went there to use the phone. In the back of your mind, you didn't know your little girl was outside. Your granddaughter was outside. It makes no sense. He was just talking just for some attention. Would you do it all over again? Yeah, I would. Yeah, of course I would. Stupid stuff. Stupid. You know what else they didn't mention? The father, and they damn sure didn't mention the mom. They said the baby was in custody of an aunt now. Where's the mother at? I guess the story, they don't want that to come out or whatever. But either way, they said in the thrift shop, the little girl was laughing and joking, and she's a 7-year-old girl. Of course she would be, but they said it was just strange. She was real comfortable. Maybe he's used to dropping her off on people, and that's a messed up situation when you have children that constantly got to meet strangers all the time and get comfortable around them. That's not a good thing, especially for a little girl. This guy right here should have known better. He should have known better. This is your child's child, and you couldn't even take care of him. Now, I want you to think about it. They didn't mention the mom or the dad or whoever he was his relationship to. Which one of those people was the grandfather's child? But you notice they wasn't in the picture, and the grandfather was watching the kid. Say a lot about parenting from Mr. Jason Warren, if you ask me. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is a disgrace. As a man, you're a leader, and this is what you do. Oh, I went to use a phone, but you wound up getting drunk and losing your granddaughter. Make it make sense. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.